Hi, I'm Rob from HopZine. Thanks for joining me for another video beer review. This time we've got a bottle of beer from, a bottle of beer no less. And no less from Omnipollo. We've not seen one of them on this channel for a while. This is a bottle of double barrel aged Anagram. So Anagram being a Blueberry Cheesecake Stout. A beer that really left an impression on me back in the day. 14% ABV. Yeah, so I'm interested to see how this pan out. I don't know about anything about the barrels. Therein lies my expertise as a beer reviewer. I will be able to tell you all of that. Maybe not. Anyway, let's get this open. I always really liked Anagram. I remember the first time I had it, it was fucking banging. So let's pour into a glass and see what we've got. Ooh. When I was handling the bottle, it sounded a bit sloppy, but pouring it looks quite thick. I'm just going to leave a little bit in the bottle, even though it's a nice, cute little bottle in it. I think I've kept a couple of Omnipollo knocking around as well, just on the back wall, because I like some of the design. Where is it? Yeah, I think I've got one there. I think it's a Kaboom, but that one is. Anyway, it's black as night. I mean, you're not going to get darker than that. Barrel aged, so it's not got much conditioning because it's been in a barrel on it, so there's no head or anything like that. You're getting some legs. It's not staining the glass, but you're getting a bit of kind of some legs on the glass. Anyway, put quite a lot in this. I didn't realise. Maybe I was a little bit excited, so I'm putting that on the floor, on the table for a little swirl, so I'm not slopping it all over the place. Swirl and sniff. Let's check out the aroma. Jesus, that first whiff, I got a right old whack of the booze right from the barrel. I quite enjoyed it. That's why I pulled that fucking ridiculous face. Yeah, first thing that hits you is the spirit. I'm thinking bourbon, because everything's in bourbon, isn't it? I'm thinking bourbon. I like bourbon. If I'm going to pick anything, I'd go bourbon. I don't think it's whiskey, I don't think it's rum. I don't think it's a Pedro Jimenez. Yeah. That's interesting. It's an interesting one, this. Oh, strap yourself in, that's going to be a 45-minute review. Like a classic raggy review. Yeah, a long one. Really pick it apart. I know it sounded a bit flippant, that, but I mean, Raggy's a great reviewer. Yeah, the barrel comes at the front. Then the beer starts emerging from that, and oddly, maybe because those additional ingredients, flavourings, have subsided from probably a little bit from the barrel. They're still there. I think you're still definitely getting that kind of cheesecake thing. You get lots of vanilla, but there's also a really kind of grown up chocolate. Is that oddly you mean? But yeah, maybe a tiffin. Is it tiffin? Like cakey thing, a bit brownie-esque. It's not super sweet. That's why I said, is it Tiffin? It's Tiffin, isn't it? Getting kind of like raisins and dark chocolate digestive biscuits, and yeah, getting bourbon barrels. Yeah, it smells good. That barrel really comes to the front. Then it just start and feel it tickling my nostrils. Yeah, then you get a lot more of a really 85% dark chocolate coming through. It's gonna be a sipper for the rest of the evening, this. Well, maybe it depends how drinkable it is. Anyway, nearly 5 minutes in. It's usually done by now, aren't I? Let's start drinking. Cheers. It really unravels. The first thing that hit me, which I didn't love, it's got quite a bit of carbonation, oddly. Even though it's flat as a pancake. Good point. Pancake day soon, isn't it? It's just taken away all the kind of like potential for this to be a little bit kind of synthetic, as these beers are a little bit. I said, straight up Anagram is a very nice beer, but you do get that kind of like those flavourings. What they're putting in really high quality flavourings, nonetheless, they are flavourings for the blueberry and cheesecake. You can get blueberry and cheesecake flavourings. Been there, done that. Made a like a knockoff of this using Colonel Imperial Brown Stout. This is lovely though. It really just as I was going back into it, because obviously it's like wafting around the olfactory system in it. So it's what kind of hit me then was like this lovely, once again this dark chocolate. It reminded me of matchmakers you get at Christmas. Those little knobbly sticks, little chocolatey sticks. Reminded me of them, but I used to love the coffee ones. Don't make anymore. I make the mint ones. Who wants mint? Who wants fucking toothpaste flavoured? It's chocolate, coffee flavoured chocolate. That's what this shit's at. Yeah, it's got a red start. It's got a really it's got a bit of bite, oddly. And then I got something that is heading towards blueberry cherry. It's not synthetic in that sense. That is kind of like teamed up beautifully with the kind of like barrel, which I'm going to say is bourbon, because I'm not a big fan of rum. Scotch whiskey, bit pokey, bit savoury, bit dried out for me. I'd love to try more bourbon, but I mean it's expensive shit, and beer's fucking expensive, so I'm not going to get into spirits. But then, this lovely lulling dark chocolate really opens up and unravels. It's really drinkable. Some dark fruits in there, some raisins, some kind of giant digestive biscuit. Yeah, there's a juicy fruitiness to it, oddly, knocking around the back end. Maybe slightly black currant like. But yeah, I think that's excellent. Pour the rest in the glass and have a sip on this for the rest of the night. And it doesn't seem flat and baggy either, though it looks it. I think they've done a really nice job, and I think those flavours have dropped off a little bit. I think they're still there, but I think they're in a more subtle way. I think they're in a slightly more authentic way, oddly. Because you haven't put blueberries in this, and you haven't put cheesecake in it, they've used flavourings. Very posh, expensive flavourings, nonetheless. They are flavourings. And then it's just the stout itself, because they make Duggars, who brewed this, do make really high quality stouts themselves. And it's just brought out that dark chocolate, and I think they've done a lovely job. And that is a bottle of Omnipollo and Duggars, double barrel aged, so 2 barrels maybe. Ooh, I'm gonna have to look into this. I bet it's two different bourbon that I'm going. If at a push, there might be rum in there, but I doubt it. It's quite bourbon forward, but it's subtle. It's not going that kind of cherry edge you get from bourbon when it's too wet. Anyway, double barrel aged Anagram Blueberry Cheesecake Stout, 14%. What are you fucking saying? 14% Imperial Stout. Lovely stuff. I'm not from HopZine. If you think I'm fucking around now, think about what I'm going to be like when I finish this bottle of 14% Imperial Stout. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Cheers. Wish me luck.